Well, listen, thank you. Oh, Jake Paul is here. Maybe Jake Paul wants to say, maybe he has a fun story about Chris
I'm sure
Paul.
I'm sure he's doing an NFT.
Yeah, he's big. Jake actually, because Jake actually knows about NFTs. And Jake, can you come in? Because Jake might just, yeah, right here, right. Jake, me and Spade are curious about NFTs, and you're in those rooms all the time, and you know a ton about them. Do you have anything to kind of add to it? Because Spade is curious about doing one.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like a ton of people are doing it. What's up, David? How are you, bro?
Right.
But yeah, everyone's sort of trying to get involved. So I would say that the best thing is to educate yourself on the community and really get involved, because all these NFT artists are super, super dope, and they're super sick people. And it's such an elaborate thing, and it's such an exciting space that everyone's like trying to get involved in. And so the analogy I sort of made is, I was doing YouTube since fucking 12 years old, going hard, and YouTube never really like supported me. They never really like wanted to feature me or back me or do anything up until like I was like 21, 22. And then all of a sudden these like A-list celebrities come in, like Will Smith and The Rock, and they create these like YouTube channels, and YouTube's trending them number one, and giving them all this support, giving them the best ads. And all the other YouTubers who felt the same way that I did, we were like, what the fuck? Like, why are people coming into our space and like trying to take advantage of it? So I feel like the NFT community is the same way, man. And I've gotten close with a lot of the artists, and it's a respect thing, and celebrities like just have to, be careful, because this is a longevity thing, and people are trying to come in for cash grabs, and it just like, it's not the move. And everyone just sees Logan Paul made 5 million on a drop, and like all these people get excited, and everyone wants to come into the space. So just be careful and like think it out, and really learn and educate yourself on everything that's going on, and make it authentic to you, and do it different, and be patient. I mean, that's sort of my advice, but I'm also not an expert.
Jake, do you know who some of the cool artists are? Do you want to talk about some of them, or not to put you on the spot, but like, are they companies, or are they individuals?
Yeah, no, they're individuals. I mean, just think of them like you right, like you're a comedian, right? There's like this whole community. There's an amazing guy, Corey Van Loo, who I'm working with right now on something. War Hodl, Fuck Render. The list goes on and on. Thank you, X. Like, these are some of the people that I've been like actually chatting with and communicating with. Thank you, X has been one of my friends for a really long time. He has a drop on Thursday. Fuocious is doing like some amazing stuff in the space with my other homie Zep Tio. But there's a lot of really cool people. The most famous one is Beeple, probably. But yeah, it's like it's such a unique space, and it's just about really understanding it, because even being involved for like the past couple of months, it's just like I'm learning more and more every single day, and you have to just like put that time in.
Right. I mean, we're just I just like hearing about it. I mean, I'm in no moves to, I'm not going to pull the trigger on. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just like, it's sort of great to hear. Now, when you were doing the down and dirty YouTube stuff, and then people come in later, once you've sort of laid the groundwork, I get that would be infuriating. And I think just everyone reads about this in the day, and they just read about Bitcoin. They read about this, and everything's moving so quickly. People are just curious, and they're just like, hey, what's happening? But I am far away from trying to do, I wouldn't even know what I'm doing. I just sort of just like to watch it unfold, and see how interesting the world is happening right now. It's cool.
You need to get involved tonight.
Oh, by midnight?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like I came into this room and like made it like really serious. So apologies if I
No,
fucked up the tone.
Jake,
But
by the way, you're the most knowledgeable person we've brought up on this. We've been doing this for 30 minutes trying to get anyone to talk to us about this. You're the only one who's literally talked to us about it. So thank everyone else was like, I have a story about Chris Farley. We're like, great. Can you tell us about the goddamn fucking NFTs?
Yeah. Tim and I were in the at the Grove trying to sell our Instagram photos for 20 grand a pop. We're like, we don't really know how it works, but this is a fucking fire sale, so get on it.
Yeah, we were going about it the whole wrong way, so we just need guidance.
people are literally like selling their tweets right now, like some of their first tweets and stuff, which is crazy. But man, the beauty of it, man. This is why I'm so bullish on NFTs, is because there's unlimited creativity. Like, and we're just with what we're seeing right now, we're just scratching the surface of like what this can become. Like, people are talking about NFT movies, and there's different things right now where people are creating literally universes that are different worlds with avatars, and basically you can buy like land into these metaverses. It's exciting, and literally songs can be NFTs, art can be NFTs, moments can be NFTs. But like the analogy that I sort of have made is like, right now, NFTs are like a t-shirt, right? So we go on Amazon, we go on Fanjoy, we go on whatever to buy these, our favorite influencers merchandise, and it's like a t-shirt. Like, that's where the level of NFTs are right now, and it's going to become so much more elaborate and like so much more in depth. I don't know.
Jake, people are buying real estate. They're buying real estate in these worlds, right? Like, they're actually buying real estate in these digital worlds.
Yeah, and it's like expensive and like super valuable, and it sort of all ties together with like NFTs and art, and people are creating museums in these in these digital worlds, so that, like, let's say I buy Beeple's art, right? I have this like really expensive artwork now, but it's digital, right? Like, I'm not putting it in my house necessarily, but now I'm putting it in my digital house inside one of these worlds on a wall, and literally like building a mansion. So it's really
like,
say it again.
Is it like Farmville, where you're like, I'm gonna get some pigs?
Like, in a way, but like it's much more real.
See, I think what we're getting to as a country is we've decided that the physical world is no longer worth our time. And like, no one in Cleveland has shoes, for example, but we're just going to make beautiful places online to live.
Essentially what we're gearing up to is like, yeah, we're stepping into actually becoming the movie Ready Player One. Which is it's just creepy. Like, if you think about it, like the kids, I'm sort of the cutoff, I think, or maybe like 21-year-olds are the cutoff, like 21 and above. I'm 24, but there's sort of this cutoff where I didn't have an iPhone natively in my hand like since the time I can remember. Like, I actually had to like go outside and get in trouble and go to recess and like live in the real world and walk up to a girl and tell her I liked her. These people under 21 ish, they had the iPhone in their hand from the time they can remember. So everything is digital to them. Everything is like Instagram, DMs, apps, games on their phone. They don't care about nature. They don't care about sports or going outside. Like, not everyone, but I'm saying, like, this is the way this new generation is thinking. These parents have a baby now, and at 3 years old, they're giving them fucking Tetris to fucking play on their little iPads. And like, these kids are geniuses. Like, 20 is the new 10, and everyone's digitally native. And that's why like this NFT thing is here to stay, in my opinion, because it's like kids in the future won't even value like a art hanging on the wall. They're gonna be like, look at my NFT collection in my metaverse museum, and I live in this mansion, and it's so much cooler than yours, and I'm walking around in VR, and my character has all this stuff. Like, that's
Jesus
that's
Christ.
sort of in a nutshell. I'm not an expert, by the
I
way.
mean,
Like, but
as
yeah.
a member of the Webkins generation, I can confirm.
That it's terrifying.
Well, does anybody else remember Webkins? It was literally just like NFT, but it was like baby NFT. You just bought the stuffed animals that came with the little code that you put on, and it's like a virtual world, and you kind of decorate your house and everything, and you can mine for gems. It was literally, it predicted blockchain.
Is that like Club Penguin?
It was like Club Penguin, but it was geared for like younger kids, but it was better in my opinion.
I'm trying to get like a COVID vaccine NFT. I don't even want the real thing. I just want the NFT.
Yeah, no, I feel like I was on the cusp of the going outside and the only having a phone. Like, I got my first cell phone when I was in 4th grade. My younger sister was in 2nd grade, but my mom did this thing where whatever I got, she had to get to. So I was just blowing my mind because in 2nd grade, there was no way that I had a cell phone, but my sister did. So there was that difference there. So it was interesting to see that.
2nd grade, Jesus.
Could you like NFT your parents' divorce? Is that something you could do?
I feel like you definitely can.
Yeah, you definitely could, like the contract and all that shit.
You guys think Papa John will try to make an NFT to come back or no?
Yeah, could cancel people start doing NFTs? Could Kevin Spacey do what? Could like people get? Is this a way for canceled people to kind of get back on top?
Crickets.
I mean, yeah, you only need at least one person willing to pay a ridiculous amount of money for like a picture of something.
No,
they could
definitely
get rich
not.
again.
Definitely not. This is a space where, like, the greats will succeed.
Oh no, I believe in it for sure, but I'm saying like it's definitely something that anybody can succeed in if they are able to build either the appeal of like a virtual world or like the appeal of some cultural, like even if it's external to NLP, some cultural significance. Like Lindsay Lohan literally NFT'd a picture of herself and sold it for a lot of money. And so that's what I'm kind of saying is like,
But that's why.
Yeah.
But it goes. Sorry to cut you off, but it's like it goes back to people are only focusing on really the dollar amounts that's coming. Like, oh, she sold a picture of herself, but like that's like a one-off thing, right? So like anyone can really do something one-off and maybe find a little bit of success in this. But let's fast forward like 15 years from now, like no one's gonna give a shit about like necessarily like art that isn't great or NFTs that haven't like shown through. So that's where the difference is like this is a long-term thing, and it's like looking at it 15 years from now, whereas like all these celebrities and influencers and people trying to get involved, they're really just looking at this made X amount of dollars.
Right, it's like a
long-term
desperate
dream,
grab.
short-term meme, if you will. I made that joke to Carson and she got mad at me.
It's a desperate cash grab for certain people. And then there's people like you, Jake, that are like, I guess, looking at it like this is an evolution of the digital world. It's an evolution of art. And this is where, a lot of, I guess, value will be going forward. And it's not just a way, it seems like a way to bang your fan base over the head unless you do it, with longevity in mind.
Well, yeah, I don't think even people knew NFTs were going to be a long play. I think people just reading in the paper might think it's here for 6 months. But if the word is out that it's forever, then that's more interesting. You gotta watch it, study it. I agree. If it's a new form of art, and everyone I know in my world is into art, but that's the old school because I'm from fucking Ready Player One, and so everyone looks around and goes, "Oh, I have art to sort of puff up and brag." And then, but that's physical. It's in your house. You have to get someone to look at your phone to show all the cool. Yeah.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is like is like someone has to come over to your house to see you have a Banksy painting. That's
Right.
why this is so much cooler and so much more accessible, and you can have it with you at all times, and it's always a conversation point. I mean, I see where this is heading, and like there's gonna be an Instagram probably, and I'm just saying it right now, like someone's probably gonna fucking be in the audience and run with the idea, but like there's gonna be an Instagram for your NFTs and to show off your collection. It's gonna be like you posting Instagram pictures. We're gonna all follow each other on, you know, Niftygram, and it's gonna be, you know, like who has the coolest NFTs and their art collection. I think that's further down the line, but like essentially that's what this becomes, and the youth powers are who we are realistically. Like, so, and that's a broad statement, obviously summarized into a few words, but like in general, the generation below us is like powering how us older people are living our lives, and they're digitally native, and again they fully understand this. I mean, everything that they've grown up with is an NFT. Like them playing Fortnite and purchasing a Fortnite skin, that's an NFT. That's a digital collectible, which is considered an NFT. And that's why like this is so powerful. They're so used to this, but now this like coined word NFT, like 3 syllables, NFT, yeah, 3 syllables is like taking over the world by storm. But yeah, like the generation below us is so native to this and fully understands it, and like has been collecting this stuff in different forms their whole entire lives.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm more out of it, obviously, but I just don't know if it's even for me or my generation. It might be. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. I just think if you grew up on it, you're very fluent in it, and you get every move that's happening. If you're not, you're sort of looking at it from a distance going, this isn't for us, but it's fun to watch.
But think about it from like the fact of like even this conversation, like it's in the first and second inning. Like this is just the start, right? If this is a 20-year, 25, 30, 40, 50-year thing, like obviously it's going to evolve into different forms, but this is definitely a long-term thing. At least, you know, I'm saying that, like I could be wrong, but that I'm super excited about it. So it's like we're in the first or second inning. So like NFTs are for everyone, and it's like everyone will be native to it at some point. It's just like when Instagram came out, you were like, oh, should I make an Instagram or whatever? Like, oh, I already have a Facebook, I don't really need to make an Instagram. Boom, like who the fuck doesn't have an Instagram now? So that's the way I sort of look at this space. It's so early, and that's why I'm just happy to even come in here and educate, you know, to the best of my ability, because there's a lot of people who are probably in this room and obviously on stage who have a lot of influence. And so, yeah, this is an exciting like time, and it's early. So it's not too late to get involved and understand what's going on.
Right. I always jump in when it's just too late. I skipped Facebook, I skipped Twitter, and then I go, fuck, I guess I got to join Instagram. So, yeah, don't go by me. I'm not a good barometer of what's happening, but I do like seeing it. It's definitely something happening, and no one's going to stop. So I'll try to
What's
keep up.
interesting is like as we're opening up the world, we are now realizing we don't really have to. You know, like we don't really have. We can keep the quarantine going.
Right. Someone's locked into their phone. Yeah, you don't have to leave the house.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to open it up. Let's just delve deeper in, and let's just, you know, right into the Black Mirror.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to get off so I can start fucking crying, Tim. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, listen, Jake, thank you, because we're waiting for
Jake,
someone
that's
to
very
do that.
informative.
Yeah, Jake, thank you, dude.
100%. Yeah, I love you guys. Love you, Tim.
Love you, brother. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna dip out, but have a great time doing.
Yeah, we'll
Clubhouse.
See you in Miami, buddy.
Yeah, keep on doing Clubhouse things.
Yes, we will. All
right.
All right, brother. All right, everybody. Listen, we're gonna end the room.
Hey, Tim, you're walking people.
Yeah, I know. Thank you to David Spade. Thank you to
Thanks,
everybody who came up here. Dan Carney, Ben Avery, Lex Friedman, Scott Salazzo, Shira, Connor, all the fucking, great minds of our time. And we'll see everybody soon.
All right, leave quietly.